Hello. It's been a while on the video front. Alright, here's the deal. I've already tried to do this. I gotta keep it under. I made an awesome video, people, and I uploaded it, and it was just over my time limit, and so YouTube won't put it up. So, in light of that, I have to start over. Thankfully, baby is in a Disney coma and fell asleep on the couch 5 minutes after waking up, and she's been asleep for 2 hours. So, here we go. Here is what I have to talk about. I have not been blogging about this, so I have to catch you all up. So, backtrack, slight, quick review. We all know finances not going well over here. And really, since we moved here, a whole bunch of stuff has happened to us. And kid is in this private school down the street, and she loves it. We don't love it, but she loves it, and she's happy, yada yada. We re-enrolled her for this year because I had a babysitting gig lined up with a teacher who was pregnant, who was having her baby in the summer, and needed full-time care for the school days, but didn't want any care on the days off or anything like that, which was perfect because I want to be able to be with my kids. And it wasn't a lot of money, but it was enough to pay the tuition, so we agreed to send her to first grade. And then, 2 weeks before school started, she let me know that they didn't need me because her husband didn't have a job. And we had already signed all our agreements and we could not get out of them, so we go for it. I will say that if we didn't have the school tuition, we would be doing significantly better. We wouldn't be doing great, but because our mortgage is 60% of our take-home pay, and now it might even be higher than that. So that is hurting us pretty bad. And recap style for people who are thinking you guys are idiots. It wasn't 60% of our take-home pay when we got the mortgage, people. It's completely doable then. It just is now that we've had all the pay cuts and whatnot. So we'd be struggling anyway, but her tuition definitely hurts. So we're set, whatever. Then I got pretty much at the beginning of the school year, like a month or so into it, I got 2 part-time kids to watch, and one is a very part-time. He's another teacher's kid, and it's super random, and she totally lowballed me, and I'm practically doing it for free, and it totally annoys me. And the other kid is like 20 to 30 hours a week. It's supposed to be 30, but sometimes it's 1 day less. And that's the baby. He's 7 months old, and we all love him like he was our own kid and want to kidnap him. And they pay me, what I ask, which is still very low, people, because that is just the kind of person I am. So, but it's doable, and I feel okay about it. The other people are paying me so little that I don't feel okay about it, and this is the lesson for me. This whole thing has been a lesson for me that I have to stand up for myself, because if you're hating people for paying you too little, it doesn't make it worthwhile. I don't need that kind of negative energy within me. But it's because I feel that it's disrespectful, the level that some people that they're paying me. It's disrespectful to me, in terms of the quality of care I'm giving their kid, which is exceptional. I'm not even going to lie about it. And it's disrespectful to this other single mom who's working hard to pay me the full rate. You know what I mean? And then these people can afford to pay me more. They're just frugal. You know what I mean? So I have a new thing where now I have just finally decided what my set rate is, and from now on, any new people have to pay that rate. Well, this is going on, and it's been a couple months I've been doing this. And I don't know if you've noticed when reading the blog or whatever, the reason I've been more stressed out and more down and everything is because I am working so hard. Because taking care of other people's kids is not the same as taking care of your own kids. And it's exhausting, especially because I have so many, I have baby who is also 2, and then this other 2-year-old, and then an infant. That's a lot of work in a day, and it's long days, and then I have a kid who comes home, and I still have to do everything else. I do pretty much everything to run an entire house myself. And Mr. F works crazy hours, and it's exhausting. And I find that oftentimes I'll have days where, I am working, taking care of other people's kids from 8 to 6. And I don't sit down. I mean, I'll have days where I have not ever even, been able to sit down the whole day. And I sometimes don't eat because, I'm constant, everyone's got a different schedule, and this is the whole thing. This is the whole thing, the whole nightmare of what has happened. Is because I didn't decide to have a home daycare, and I don't have a set schedule, and I don't have a set rate, and all this stuff. Everything is all over the place, and it's totally chaotic, and it's making, it's more stressful than it needs to be. Everyone's on a different schedule. The kids are all different age ranges. My own kids don't nap, so there is never a break, even if I can get the other ones to sleep. And because I am the kind of parent I am, and I have extremely high standards for myself, I do the same level of care for other people's kids. I am incapable of doing less than that. So, you're not sending your baby here and I'm like putting them in a pack and play to cry it out. I will be lying down with your baby, rubbing its back until it's asleep, even if that takes me half an hour, and then I have the 2-year-old that I have to rub his forehead and sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and light a candle and sing to him for half an hour. It's exhausting and it's physically intense, I'll be wearing the baby and bouncing, how you feel when you have an infant. Well, I'm doing that on top of having all the other kids, and I still don't sleep through the night, so it's rough, I'm exhausted, and I kind of feel like I didn't sign up for this, so there's days where I get pretty resentful because, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't, and I'm doing what I have to do to help my family, but it isn't what I want to do, and it definitely is taking away from the quality of time I can spend with my own kids. I'm exhausted by the end of the day. I don't have energy to do anything. We can't leave the house anymore because it's too many kids for me to really manage to try to leave. It's crazy. So I can't do fun things in the day. It kind of makes me sad. And I was feeling like, to Mr. I was telling him, I'm making so little money and I'm working so hard and it's so physically demanding. And anyone who does daycare or preschool, it's exhausting to meet. Obviously they have, they're crucial, needing their needs to be met, immediately. It's difficult. It's really, really super, super draining. And then I'm wiped out and pissed off, whatever, by the end of the day. And then I'm not a quality parent to my own kids, so it sucks. And then on top of that, because it's in my home, I have had to up my housekeeping 100%, so I can't take a day off. Our house has to be perfectly clean every day because people will be coming over who are paying for me to take care of their kids, so the house has to be spotless, everything has to be picked up, and it's so much work that by the time I'm done taking care of kids at 6, then I have to make dinner, then I have to, work out, get the kids to bed, clean the entire house, and then do all of the other random chores we have to do. I go to bed at 1 in the morning, and then I get up in the morning and start it all over again, and I'm up in the night. So it's pretty much killing me. And by the time we were getting ready to go on vacation, I was pretty much at my breaking point with Mr. F and saying, it's pretty much killing me. It's too much work, and if I was going to work this hard, I would rather just go get a part-time, legitimate counseling job, and I would be making way more money than I'm doing here, working less hours, and be able to leave it and come home and be a normal person. So dang it. All right, I'll continue.